Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Wim Lu, joined by co-host Alex Wong on this frigid Monday afternoon. What's going on, doggy?
Hey, what's up, man? I see you wearing a Raptors jersey, little Grady Dick City Edition. Big win by the Raps yesterday over the corpse of the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, I feel
And
so bad for that
another,
team.
hey, they're gonna be great next year, man. They're gonna win the
Yeah,
East next year. Yeah, once
we'll see.
Hallie's back, get Zubac. So Raptors better make their run this year, man. Yeah, and Indiana's got next. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite possible.
Yeah, how's your Super Bowl Sunday, man? I know you're a big American football fan.
Oh, you know what? I saw the stat out there that I think so. 220 million people watched the Super Bowl,
Okay, yeah.
which is obviously a big number.
Mhm.
Earlier in the same day on Sunday, Liverpool versus Manchester City, which I also watched. Don't ask me about the outcome. Okay, it was horrible from a Liverpool perspective, but 750 million people just watched one random game.
Whoa.
Obviously, it's a premium game, but 750 million for a regular season game versus the Super Bowl being at 220 really puts things in perspective in a way.
Yeah, and I think there was about 26 people who watched the Kid Rock halftime.
I didn't even know
Um,
there was an alternate halftime. So what's
yeah,
going on?
so
Like,
it
why
was
was there a mega
pre-taped.
halftime?
First of all, it was pre-taped. Tim Allen from Home Improvement was there. I believe
Unbelievable.
Kelsey Grammer from Frasier was there,
Who you think
and
you got,
then
Kelsey Grammer?
and then there was a Charlie Kirk hologram at the end. Yeah.
That's okay.
I didn't watch
That's
the
just
whole.
weird,
I didn't
man.
watch it, by the way. I just saw it. I just saw it online. All right. Yeah, I'm
There
not
really
part
are
of the
two
problem.
Americas, man. Is that what
Yeah.
this is gonna be going forward? Like we're just gonna have like two separate. You know what I mean? Like it's like dealing with like uncooperative like a couple. You know what I mean? You got to do something for one party. You got to do something for the other
Yeah.
party. It's just like what are we
Well,
doing here, man? Like just
th-
America, just split up already, man. Fuck it. Like it's clearly two different countries. Just split, man.
this
I'm
is
tired
how
of
you
seeing this every
know.
day.
This is how you know NBA All Star Weekend has no buzz. We're really excited to be there this weekend.
We are
Um,
gonna be there.
in
That's right.
LA, because like there is no backlash or protest to anything that is
Really?
happening at NBA All Star Weekend. Yeah, I believe Ludacris is performing at like the NBA like crossover event on Friday. We got a little Shabuzi on Saturday.
Oh,
I don't think they've
I
announced
would.
the anthem people yet, but yeah, a separate like performance halftime show during NBA All Star Weekend would be pretty funny. Yeah.
Well, there's Glorilla who's performing, I believe, All Star Saturday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's also
Yeah,
participating in the
that's right.
celeb game. Yeah, playing with Cafu. Yeah.
Yeah, Glow. Do you think Cafu will be like, yeah, Glow
Yeah,
after she makes a
Streets are
layup?
Streets
Like,
are saying those are the two best strikers. Wait, does Cafu play striker?
no, he was a defender. He was
Oh, he was
famously
a
a
D
defender,
back.
man.
He was a D back like Arizona. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, but no, we'll get to the Super Bowl later. Definitely want to talk about that halftime performance from Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio. That's
Oh,
what
yo,
we
that's
call
fire,
him
man.
now. That's
By
what.
the way, I was gonna say, what happened to your hat? You've been repping Bad Bunny hats all weekend, man.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I had it on just now, but the shape looked weird in my head. So
Really?
I had to switch out and
Welcome to my
represent the
life,
team.
buddy.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Raptors looking good. Nice win over Indiana, taking care of business as usual. Trade deadline's over now. I believe there's only like 28 games left in the season. Um,
Yeah, I mean, this is nice because the Raptors schedule is finally going to relax a little bit because we had been playing like basically three more games than the rest of the league
yeah,
because we
again,
had like
Adam
a super
Silver.
compressed schedule,
You gotta
and
review that
now we
shit.
have like this week we only have one game, which is the Pistons game on Wednesday,
Yeah, big game.
which will be a big game to be honest, but also at the same time it's a getaway game because everyone's just gonna be focused on how do we go from that to All Star Weekend, which is starting on Thursday basically. So, yeah, but I think like All Star. I mean, trade deadline wise, like I think brings a lot of like tension. Like I guess the trade rumors and stuff really do distract from like the actual encore
Yeah,
product,
yeah,
which has been the best part about the Raptors season is like watching how the Raptors have been playing. They're finding ways to be consistent. They're winning. There's new heights being reached by Scotty Barnes almost on a nightly basis. I mean, what we saw yesterday was just sensational.
Hey,
Um,
Darko said he's gonna win Finals MVP one day, man. Darko keeps. No one has raised
yo,
the ceiling on their star player more like over and over again than Darko, man.
You know what? It's actually I feel like I feel like Darko's 100% like like truthful when he says these things, but it's also kind of reminds me of when people wrap themselves in the flag. They're like, "Oh, you can't hate me. I'm Canada." You know what I mean? Like I'm Canada down.
You calling Darko Turning Point USA?
No, but no, he's basically I'm Scotty down. You know what I mean? When it comes to like,
yeah.
So like I think it's just really good, but also like having a strong relationship between the coach and the star players, like the number one way for you to have like a cohesive organization. We've seen obviously one that hasn't necessarily been the case. So all these things are really positive, but I think the trade deadline really does distract from like the actual on-court product. So now you got clarity. The team you have is the team you have. That's and right. You just gotta go
Rowan,
out,
you can turn off notifications. Your son is safe.
That's
Your
what
son
I'm
is
saying.
safe and sound in Toronto. He'll be here by the Marilyn Monroe Towers. Yeah,
he will be in Mississauga, and he'll be driving down the Gardner. You know what I mean? Like, but I think it is like a sense of like mental, like you can kind of like relax a little bit and just focus on the actual thing you're supposed to be focusing on, which is winning. And yeah, it also helps that like Trayce Jackson-Davis had such a nice Raptors debut, coming off with a double-double. You know, first double-double for a Raptors debut since Kawhi. You know, the propaganda is going overboard right now.
First double-double since the one I'm drinking right now from Tim Hortons. Yeah.
What do I got, bro? Made myself a little cortado using that ninja machine.
Yeah,
you know?
We're drinking some herbal tea. Watched a Chinese movie again this morning. Mountains move apart. Yeah. Anyways, we no longer have to ask you if you want Domantas Sabonis. Thank God.
Oh my God, bro! I've been saying this over and over again on the shows.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, turns out the offers were not real, man.
Okay.
And the interest was overstated. I'll just say that much.
So that's what you're reporting? Yeah.
Well, I mean, who could I possibly hear from?
Okay. Yeah.
You know, this is one of the issues, actually, is what, like, I'm number one, I'm already kind of uncomfortable reporting stuff anyway. Like, I'm always like, what kind of question, how do I say it? You know, there's such a specific vernacular in which, like, Woj and Shams, the way they deliver news, like it's so carefully scripted. You know, it's like I don't know, like there's like a specific language that they speak about how they report stuff. And then, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, like it's not like I don't talk to other people as well, but for the most part, I think people can guess what I'm talking to. So I'm just like, I just feel like Chris Haynes reporting on like Giannis or on Giannis and Dame. You know what I mean? It's like
you're saying Bobby Webster is your Dame, Lillard.
No, I'm not saying nothing. Okay, ignore the man behind me. Okay,
who will be Dame Lillard, who will be limping into the 3-point shootout this weekend. He's
going to be the NBA's Lindsey Vonn, apparently.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, you didn't hear what happened to Lindsey Vonn?
I think 3-point shooting is a little safer than like sliding down a mountain, but
no, that's fair.
See.
Mountains may part, man. You never know. You never know.
That's a great film, man. Come on, man.
But yeah,
I mean, no, the Sabonis stuff, like, come on, man. I'm happy to be past that.
Yeah, no, deadline's over. Rowan, if you need to talk to anyone in the org, that's the guy right here, man. Will Lou. That's the guy. But yeah, no, we can finally focus, like you said, on the on-court product. So, you know, for this Monday, I wanted to build you, 5 biggest questions about the Raptors for the remainder of this regular season. And would you be shocked at number 1? Jakob Poeltl's health. Jakob Poeltl, I believe Michael Grange is reporting that he's very, very close. I believe this is like a 1-yard line situation.
Oh, come on, dog.
Jakob...
Don't do that to Grange.
You know that's a deep cut.
Don't do that to Grange. You said that the Raptors were on the 1-yard line trading Kyle Lowry or something like that.
Yeah. But looks like Jakob's at the 1-yard line. Like you mentioned, the Raps are only playing one more game this week. I'm assuming, you give Jakob another basically 2 weeks to rest. And then come back after the All-Star break. But, the starting lineup with Jakob, they've only played 12 games together this season. They've only played 166 minutes together. In that small sample size, the Raptors are 9-3 in those games. But I think any upside that the Raptors have is a healthy Jakob Poeltl. Unfortunately, Turning Point Rajakovic was right that Jakob Poeltl is the trade deadline acquisition, and this is what we're going to have to look forward to. What kind of Jakob do you expect? Because on one hand, it's like hugely concerning. He's been away for months. But on the other hand, you would expect that they've put him in a program now where they're not bringing him back until he's fully healthy. So what do you expect from Jakob? Like, do you think once he gets back, it's just, shake off the rust a few games, business as usual? Or do you think, are you lowering your expectations of what Jakob can bring to the team?
I don't think I have high expectations, in only in the sense that like this has been a tricky issue that they've been managing for like 3 months now at minimum, right? So I'm not going to expect him to just come back and like be dunking on people. Like I'm not expecting prime Dwight Howard out there. I think for Jakob and company, it's just like, even the messaging when they talk about it, because like Jakob spoke at practice recently, and Darko's been asked about Jakob every single day, and they always describe it as day to day, and they're just gonna basically see how it goes, and I'm sure there is like a level of frustration that like, it's not even frustration, it's kind of annoying to live with that sort of uncertainty, but that's just life, you know what I mean? Like I think we're talking about a gigantic human being with a bad back, and I don't think that's like been magically fixed. I think it's just for the most part you manage it, and hopefully every day you wake up and he's okay. And that's at least for the rest of this season. That's kind of how it's gonna have to go. Um, it would be great to see him back in the lineup, though, man. I think that like the Raptors, are finally close to being like very like fully healthy, especially for this time of season. Like obviously Colin's managing that thumb, but we've seen it. It's a pain tolerance thing. Sometimes he can play through it, sometimes he can't. We have a little bit of depth now with Trace Jackson Davis, who, I thought looked really solid again in his debut. Hopefully he keeps that up. And I think more than anything else, though, like nobody still replaces that impact that Jakob has with his ability to score, his touch around the basket, giving a great screen, creating space for his teammates. Like, I'm not asking for Yak to set the world on fire, but if he can play 80% of the games going forward, like maybe now that we have depth, we can rest him on back-to-backs. But like if he can play every game outside of back-to-backs and he can give us like a solid, we're talking about Yak, man. It's like a solid like 10 and 10. If you can give us like 10 and 10 or 12 and 8 on 60% shooting and get some rebounds and protect the rim, like that's all you're really hoping for from him, because the Raptors, the rest of the spots look pretty solid right now. Like different guards are stepping up at different moments. The wings have been excellent all season between Scotty and Brandon. So we just need that stability in the front court. And there are going to be some big teams for the Raptors to face coming up, obviously with Detroit. By the way, what do you think about potentially bringing Jakob back against Detroit? Like, I feel like this would be like my number one team to avoid if I was Jakob Poeltl, man. I'm not trying to see Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart.
And Isaiah Stewart to just like break his back like Bane did Batman.
That's
no,
what's
I think, yeah. No, I think it would be smart on everyone's part. Just let Jakob, go to Barbados or whatever during the All-Star break. Come back with a nice tan.
Hey, Jakob, if you need a good massage parlor, I know some in Guangzhou we can hook you up with.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna bring up Montreal again. I was gonna have to
No,
just my personal honor again. Yeah.
No. The ones in Guangzhou are much more cost effective. You can be treated on literally 24/7.
Oh man, premium oil. Yeah, the best. The absolute best.
I wouldn't know about that, man. I wouldn't get scammed into such things,
Well, I think the whole thing too with Jakob, like you mentioned, like you'll probably skip him on back-to-backs, not play both games. But the key is to just, if you're looking at short-term goals, get to the playoffs healthy with Jakob, and that definitely raises the ceiling of I think what the Raptors can do. And I don't think you can ignore the stats. Like even, last year when they were rebuilding, like Jakob was so important to their success. And it kind of goes back to like they built this team with Brandon Ingram in the starting lineup, and they still have only gotten a glimpse of it, right?
Yeah.
So I think if there's any upside to this Raptors season, it really does, not to put so much pressure on his back. I don't want it to break again, but like there's a lot of pressure, I think, on Jakob. Like that's this, Jakob's the guy that could be the key to unlocking a really successful rest of the season.
Yeah, and again, I think this is obviously assuming that the Raptors have some health at the center position, which is the position they've been hurt the most at. But it is good to me that they added some depth and they have like CMB who can play there. Like against small ball matchups, I might even say the Raptors are actually better against certain teams where they don't have a bruising front court, where they're also trying to play small. The Raptors have feasted on small ball teams, man. Like, you look at the teams that the Raptors have swept. I mean, like, I think the stat went around yesterday that the Raptors have now swept 5 teams on the season. Those being Portland, Atlanta, Golden State, Cleveland, and now Indiana. I think one of the commonalities...
A real poo-poo platter.
Well, that's a real mid platter. Okay, not all of them are. They're all decent-ish teams, for the most part. But I think the big commonality between all of those was like in the games that the Raptors played against them, they didn't have that physical presence in the middle. Maybe the clinging game, but the Raptors also won that game by like putting him out on the perimeter with Mamu. So they actually
Yeah.
won that matchup in particular. So like for the most part, like the Raptors have just like feasted on these small ball teams, and those are the matchups where I actually want more CMB. I actually want more Scotty playing the front court. I think it's the bigger matchups where I want to see like Trace Jackson Davis and Jakob like take the hits. And Detroit is one of those matchups, and the Raptors have yet to play Detroit, so we'll see how it goes. But I mean, Yak, buddy, I just hope you're okay, man. I mean, I do feel bad for him. Like, I mean, whatever. He's got 100 M's in the bank, like off a fresh extension, so I don't feel that bad. But like, I think on a human level, like it must suck for him that he's a very good player. He's been very important to this team, and he just physically hasn't been able to go. It must be frustrating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, get well soon, Jakob. All the pressure's on you rest of the season. Second question, speaking of Detroit coming in, I guess my second question is, can the Raptors actually start beating good teams? Because
Yeah.
the running stat here, 1-12 against the top 10 teams in the league. We've seen them go up against, the best in the East. They haven't played Detroit yet, but
Yep.
against Boston, it's looked tough. New York, we haven't beat the Knicks since Rowan Jr. Was traded here. No
Yikes.
correlation. No correlation.
Well, I mean, I think the correlation is we gave them OG, who has
Oh, that's right.
come
that's
back
right,
and
that's
just
right. But,
killed the
but,
Raps. But
But
yeah.
I'm looking at games like Detroit on Wednesday, and after the All-Star break, OKC's coming here. Probably no Shea because he's out right now. The Spurs are coming. We have another home game against the Knicks. I think the
Okay.
Raptors need to make a statement in one of these or a couple of these games because
Yeah.
the trend is now that Raptors take care of business against teams that they're better than, but they've reached a certain level here, and I think that's going to be the narrative with this team unless they're able to shake it here in the last 28 games.
Yeah, and I think I look at this run for the rest of the year as like a first off, what position can you get to seeding wise, which is always going to be important because there's going to be some matchups you definitely want to see and some matchups you don't. Like if we can avoid New York and Boston, which
Who would you prefer to see in the first round if you're looking at the top 6 here right now?
Orlando and Cleveland.
Okay.
It'll probably have to be either 3-6 or 4-5 matchups because I don't think the Raptors are going to climb that high in the standings. Obviously, 1 and 2 are going to face the play-in group, and hopefully the Raptors are well clear of that play-in group. But those are the two matchups I think the Raptors actually have a solid shot at. Obviously, Cleveland adding James Harden is going to make things a lot different as compared to the 4 times the Raptors beat the Cavs this year. And then the Magic, I just generally don't believe in. I don't think they have a strong coach for what they want to do, and they're very inconsistent on a night-to-night basis. The Raptors have beat them once. They also beat the Raptors once this year, so we're kind of even on the year. But yeah, and I think the other part is just like, in addition to where you can land in the seeding, like I want the Raptors to again like use these reps and treat this not necessarily like, okay, regular season wins, we just let it wash our backs. Raptors blow back-to-back leads. Darko comes out and says, like, it's a make-or-miss league. It's like, nah, man, like, it's not a make-or-miss league the way the Knicks, like, strangled the Raptors, out of a lead and just took it on our home floor. It's not make-or-miss when Orlando, just, like, runs you off the floor. Offensively, they suck. Like, they shouldn't actually do that to you. So I want to see, like, a better improvement from how the Raptors are able to execute in crunch time. I know that's something else that's coming up here, too, but and the only way you can really do this too is like face the intensity. Like this is the last time the Raptors get essentially like a midterm, a pop-up quiz before like the actual final exam comes in the playoffs. So like this is the time for the Raptors to like shape up. Like we've done a really good job studying all year. We're handing in our assignments. We're coming in for bonus hours and all that kind of stuff. But ultimately, do we actually know the curriculum or not? And I think that yeah, I'm circling all these big games on the calendar to see how the Raptors will fare. The Raptors only have one more long road trip, by the way, which is big. They go through Chicago, Denver, Phoenix, Utah, and the Clippers. It's not even that bad when you think about it. There's only 5 games, and out of that group, like the Nuggets obviously will be really difficult, but like, and Suns are plucky, but the Suns are kind of like the West Conference of the Raptors. But like, there are a lot of winnable games on this stretch. There's going to be a lot of teams tanking as well. So yeah, I don't know. I want to see the Raptors like you take every game as seriously as possible and just try to keep climbing in the standings. Validate
Yeah.
the season that you got so far.
Yeah, and if they can beat those good teams, I mean, 50 wins. They got to go 18-10 to get to 50 wins. I mean, 50 would be incredible.
50's a lot. 50's a lot.
It
But I
is
mean,
a
like
lot.
they could probably end up at at least 45, 46. That's pretty solid, man.
Yeah, no, I think that'll be a overachieving season for them. Yeah, the next question is just seeing how they've kind of blown these games and gotten blown away by these better teams down the stretch here. Is kind of what does this offense look like in crunch time and how that's going to carry into the playoffs. So the Raptors have a 103.4 offensive rating. Can't believe I looked up stats during the Super Bowl.
Okay,
yesterday.
Keeks. Okay,
Yeah,
look at you, man.
compared to
Wait, hold on. Did you
114
look that up yourself?
Yeah, man, I was on NBA.com/stats or whatever shit. Yeah,
This guy making Kahoot and
while
he
watching
making NBA
while watching
stats?
Benito Martinez Ocasio. No, so the offensive rating they've struggled on offense
course.
here in clutch time. Although they do have a plus 10.7 per 100 possession because their defense has been good. I feel like consistent, but I think the question just goes to based on this, the way the lineup is structured, who do you want the ball down the stretch? Who you want taking the big shots? It's really common questions that I think plague a lot of teams, but we just haven't seen it with this team, right? And to be honest, we haven't seen a lot of games. I feel like against the better teams, they've just gotten blown out. So we really haven't seen the scenario of them going against good teams and going toe to toe with them down the stretch. So, just want to flag too. I think IQ's been playing a lot better lately. Last 10 games, 52% from three. Averaging almost 20 points. I think that's given them a huge boost as well. Lots of fun filters on NBA.com/stats.
Yeah, I was gonna say this guy really been on NBA.com. I'm proud of you, man. This is great.
But yeah, what are the concerns for you looking at this offense, kind of heading into the stretch here and into the playoffs?
So, number one, obviously the Raptors decided even coming into the season, our closer's Brandon Ingram, right? And Brandon Ingram is having what I would describe as the Jeff Hoffman closer year.
Oh man, come on, too soon, man. Yeah.
No, I mean,
I just saw the Dodgers are doing 9 giveaways to commemorate their Game 7 win.
I hate
It's
the
like
Dodgers,
Mookie
man.
Betts double play bobblehead. I'm like, nobody even remembers you turning a double play, you asshole. That's like the 11th most important play.
Way to
of
get
Game
paid
7.
$50 million a year for that one
They're
double
like
play.
Yamamoto's celebration bobblehead. I'm like, yo, I hate this, man.
So,
Jeff Hoffman.
I think Brandon Ingram's having a bit of a Jeff Hoffman closer year. And
Hoffman.
what I mean by that is, for the most part, it's been good. It's been fine. But there are some times where he doesn't have that fastball going. It's lost a little bit of velocity, and he's had to adjust, and he's been rocked.
Okay.
His percentages aren't actually particularly strong. Just like how I think with Hoffman, I think his ERA was between 4 and 5 for most of the year.
Craziest crossover comp ever.
Right? But I think for Brandon,
Ingram is Jeff Hoffman.
no, the percentages haven't been that strong for Brandon. However, he's come up with huge moments, multiple game-winning plays on the offensive and the defensive end. I think for the most part, it's up to the manager to deploy them in the right way. I think that there are times where the Raptors just default to Brandon and they take too long to get him set up. I think that especially IQ is guilty of this, where he'll kill 15 seconds of a shot clock just to throw it to Brandon with 7 seconds left with his back to the basket. It's easy to double him in that moment. It's pretty predictable where he's going to go. The spacing isn't right. And then he ultimately has to chuck some sort of bad shot. Those are the things that they got to really tweak. And because the Raptors have a lighter schedule and they have more time to practice, they have to fine tune in particular, how are they getting to these shots and what's the best way to do it. There are very few tough shot makers that would actually take over Brandon Ingram. I have no issues with him shooting a tough shot. That's one of the skills that he has. However, the way the Raptors get him the ball and the way that they execute around him, the spacing around him, even how long it takes, that's one of my biggest concerns. It just takes freaking forever. Those are all things to sort of be improved. I think the other part is just ideally, if you have your starting five healthy, you could play more balanced. But I also want to see Scotty be more involved in some of these crunch time moments. Scotty has these takeover sequences. Scotty's great over the course of the game. But if you only watch the last 5 minutes of any game, you would be hard pressed to identify that Scotty Barnes is the best player on the team. And I think that's both a coaching issue and not highlighting and emphasizing enough from Scotty in these crunch time moments. And it's a little bit on Scotty too to not essentially assert himself, because the star player always has permission to break the offense in crunch time. One thing is like the Raptors, they share the ball really beautifully. They move around, they cut, they play great in transition. Those are all good things. And that's part of the reason the Raptors offense is actually pretty good this year. But if you watch like any good team, even if you watch 2019, Raptors weren't sharing the ball down the stretch. It's Kawhi coming down the floor. And maybe it's Kyle getting Kawhi a shot. Maybe it's Kawhi getting Mark into a screen so you can get a switch or whatever against the center. But that's it. Keep that thing simple. Lower turnovers, which have been killing the Raptors recently. I'll look at the Minnesota Timberwolves game. And focus and play through your star players and do the best job you can to maximize these guys. Jeff Hoffman can close games. We just can't have him throwing 5 outs in Game 7.
What are you doing, dude? You're doing a collab post with Off the Roster and Blue Jays today and didn't tell me about it. What's going on, man?
As the streets will say, that's clip farming.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, no. I think at least the next question too. If Ingram is Jeff Hoffman, I'm looking at Colin Murray-Boyles as a potential Trey Savage for us.
Oh, I love that. I like that.
Going into
that's
the
great.
playoffs, and we know CMB re-injured his thumb yesterday against Indiana, but I think he's started to play a much bigger role here on this team. Last 10 games, wow, I was really heavy on that. Last 10 games.
This guy OD on last 10, bro.
Last 10, he's been
this
playing
guy
like
Dave McTen, man. Games.
He's been playing 26 minutes a game, averaging 1.2 steals and 2 blocks. The stocks. He got more stocks than Nancy Pelosi's insider trading portfolio.
Oh man, he got more stocks than Giannis Antetokounmpo on Couchy.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that, man. They call him Yusei Kakauchi, bro.
Oh, fire. Yo, so many Jays references today, man.
Collab posts right now. But
Lindsay,
for me, it's like, what's CMB's role the rest of the season? What's that going to look like in the playoffs? Like, I feel like he's another player. I know he's a rookie. You're not going to put that much on him, but he's another player that I feel like could unlock, a higher upside for this team heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I think for Colin, like, he's been such a pleasant surprise. No, I mean, it's not even a surprise. I think I remember, like, because you know how we always get that little propaganda feed of, like, after the draft, they're always like, yo, we got one, boys.
No, it's always like, yo, that guy was top 3. That guy was top 3 on our board. Yeah.
Oh, they're like, we don't need a top 3 pick. That's our top 3 pick. I'm like, all right, bro. It's just Jacoby, but you know what I mean. But I think it was top 5 was described. But I do think that, like, for Colin, like, the hope was that, or their evaluation coming out of the draft was, this guy is going to be the second most impactful defender out of this draft class. And it was only behind Cooper. And honestly, like, especially with how much Cooper has to play on the offensive end, like, it's totally different. But, like, I would argue that Colin's actually had a stronger defensive impact than almost any other player in this entire rookie class. They saw, like, obviously he's got, like, a really strongly built frame already, which is always really key for that transition from the college to the pros level. I think that's one of the reasons why Scotty was able to hit the ground running so great, was just like, I mean, he was physically ready to play in the league already. You see, even in year 2 for Jacoby, even in year 3 for Grady, sometimes the physicality sort of still overwhelms them and they can't execute the way they want to. Like, Colin can already do all the things that Colin wants to do, especially on the defensive end. I think for the Raptors, like, finding time for him is going to be a little bit more difficult now that Jakob's back. But at the same time, like, I think there will be some big moments where we will need CMB in the playoffs. I think he's proven to be so switchable as well. And there's going to be specific matchups where, I think he's been a big reason why Mamu's been able to thrive as well. Sort of the two of those guys being envisioned as like the 4-5 pairing. CMB protects Mamu and Mamu stretches the floor for CMB. Like, there's just been a really nice, symbiotic relationship. And I think especially my favorite thing is watching when Scotty and Colin are on the floor together, because the way they're able to switch stuff is just like, it really cuts off so many driving lanes for the opponents. There's going to be matchups where he can't handle, like, guys that are just straight up way too big, like true 7-footers. Like, if we see the Sixers, for example, with Embiid, like, I'm not trying to see him guard Embiid. I don't think he'll make a big impact there. But as a help defender, even as a one-on-one defender against smaller guys, he's been, fantastic. Like, I actually, this is such a nice pick for the Raptors, and I think that, like, you can envision him as a long-term piece in all scenarios.
Yeah, that was Masai's parting gift to us. Made that pick. And then,
you think Masai, with 1 day left on his contract, they were like, hey, Masai, you make this pick. Like, do the honors.
Also, all those open
You
gym
know, Bobby
footage-
was like, I want CMB at massage. Like, okay, sure. I'm leaving tomorrow.
all the open gym footage they have like around draft time and even like last week trade deadline. You know how they always have like Dan Tolzman on the phone or like Bobby walking around like taking calls
With
at
the two
practice.
phones. With his two
Yeah,
phones.
that's fucking GM aura farming, man. Like GMs being on the phone at the deadline is such aura farming, man. Like, it's crazy. You tell me you need this many calls to get Trace Jackson Davis? Lies. No way. That's a
Bobby's
two-call
calling,
trade.
Bobby's calling like the Clippers. He's calling Lawrence Frank on one phone for Chris Paul, and he's calling Chris Paul's agent on the other phone, be like, "We're waiving him." Like,
Hey, Chris Paul's still a Toronto Raptor, man. I need to start tweeting that every day.
damn,
Still property of the Raptors. Yeah, buy defensive.
that's crazy. Human beings are not property, dog.
Buy
Take that
defensive
back.
real plus. Okay, Donald Sterling. Buy defensive real plus minus.
You're Donald in this case.
Defensive real plus minus, as I call it, DRPM. Top rookie is actually Ryan Kalkbrenner in Charlotte.
Oh,
The Kalk. Yeah.
oh, of the Kalk and Baltimore combination.
Yeah, that's right. And they have a nipple.
No,
the
it's
hell?
a weird. By the way, the Hornets are sick, man. I'm telling you, the Hornets on a 9-game win streak now.
Yeah,
It's
the Hornets are
longest
sick.
win
You know who's the
streak
first person who said the Hornets were sick? Bill Simmons, bro.
You know what? He did call it from like a mile away.
Yeah.
But it's probably because he loves the Conk and Nipple more
Man.
than his son.
He's still painting 99 on the corners, man. meanwhile, Ron Rosillo can't even remember his IG password.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. The fallout is crazy. But
No.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, what was the question? I don't even know.
I'm not sure. We were just talking CMB. Yeah. CMB, wild
Yeah.
card. Wild card.
He's a bit of a wild card, though. Like, I think for the playoff setting, like, he will be more of a wild card. I think, like, experience is going to be huge in the playoffs. But I also think that, like, for Colin, like, whatever sort of experience he gets out of it, like, look, the Raptors know they're not going to make it, like, a deep playoff run. Like, clearly that's not the part of, like, their realistic intentions this year. But I think they want to walk out of these playoffs with, like, some sort of, like, impression left for Grady, for Jacoby, for CMB. And also, for the older guys, it's a great way to evaluate, like, which guys you want to keep around, which guys you want to keep paying, versus which guys that if you are going to go to the ultimate level, you're going to have to go without. Like, that's why, you know, one of the reasons I asked Bobby in that, like, post-game press conference after the trade deadline about RJ was just, like, obviously RJ was in trade rumors a lot. And he talked about it. He's like, look, man, we know we win a lot with RJ in the lineup, which I was like, this is the first nice thing I've seen the front office ever say on record about RJ Barrett in Toronto. But the other part he mentioned right away was that, like, you know, in order to keep the team around, basically, we got to see, like, if we can win at the highest level and, you know, where are the improvements that we need to be made. So basically, it's just like, we got to make a run with these guys if we're going to keep most of these guys, you know? So I think that that's where, as well, the evaluation period for the postseason will come in. But again, like, we're looking ahead. Like, the Raptors haven't made the postseason yet. It's still a hope, you know? And they just got to keep being strong.
Raptors are in, man. It's
Yeah,
a lock.
I think, by the way, the Basketball Reference Index had, like, the Raptors at, like, 96 or 97% playoffs or something. It's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah, because they got to be how many games ahead of the play-in people right now? It's got to be at least 5-6 games ahead of, like, the 10th spot. Yeah, they're like 7
ahead
games
of the-
clear. They're like 7 games clear of the 10th. Yeah, so
Fair enough.
they'll be all right. Last question for you is just, you know, what's the playoff rotation going to look like? You know, like assuming a fully healthy starting lineup,
Yeah.
then you've got Jamal Shed off the bench, Colin Murray-Boyles, Mamu, so that's 8. And then I guess some combination of Grady, Jacoby, and Trace Jackson Davis. That's what I came up with for now.
I mean, again, a fully healthy rotation, that's already pretty good. I think one of the big notable things that is lacking is just any scoring off the bench whatsoever. You know, like, I think there are going to be other teams that bring in, like, you know what I mean? Like, the Celtics could, I guess Peyton Pritchard's starting, but you know what I mean? Like, when the Celtics were winning championships, they were like, yo, Peyton Pritchard coming off the bench. And he's in there like tween, mom spaghetti, and then, you know, hits like 4 threes or whatever. Like, we don't have anybody that does anything close to that. If I had to guess, I think the Raptors would need to win in the playoffs based on their defense, not their offense. So I think I'll probably rock with Jacoby over Grady on that front.
Okay.
But yeah, probably yeah, you're right. Like, it'll be, yeah, and even 9 deep is tough for the playoffs. Realistically, you're gonna play.
Well, the starters,
what was
the starters will see their minutes tick up, right? Like,
Yeah.
I assume
What was
Scottie
Nick
and
Nurse's
Brandon-
whole thing? He was like, you know, play 8 players, trust 7 or something.
Oh yeah, I think Pat Riley invented that back when he.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was
still,
my bad.
was still around. Yeah.
Nick Nurse was play 7 players, trust 6 in January of the regular season.
Nick Nurse would claim that he invented that.
Yeah.
Nick Nurse did the 6-7. He was the original 6-7.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm only playing 6, maybe 7 if you're good tonight.
No,
Chris.
but no. If you look at the Sixers series, there were games where the Raptors had like everybody play 40 to 45 minutes,
like,
and then like Danny Green would get like 10 minutes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
if you want to make money on Kalshi, you always take players on Nick Nurse's teams to lead the league in minutes. That's just literally how it works. Yeah,
that's crazy.
But yeah, no, I think it'll be interesting. Just to see like what the rotation kind of gets cut down to, and
Right.
I think you're right, guys like Grady. You know, he's had enough of a runway this year to kind of solidify a spot. Shouts to Gillette. But you know, I think he's one of the players I'll probably get squeezed out, like you said, when it comes to closing time. You know, so.
And look, there's no shame in any of that stuff. Like we used to go into playoff runs where like Norm didn't play until like they needed him to play.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
Hey,
Like,
now he's an
Norm-
all-star. You know, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Norm had like maybe 10 games where he played over 20 minutes total for the Raptors in the playoffs.
Right.
And that sounds like a ridiculous stat, but like I think it's like pretty close to being true. You know, there was always like 1 or 2 guys getting like left off. But again, like the playoffs, I think the one person too I didn't say in all this is for Darko. Like I really want to see how Darko handles it, because like regular season you got to get everyone minutes, you got to make everyone healthy. You know, you manage like the bigger picture. But I need the details to be hammered in, like when the challenges are used in the right ways, when the substitutions are in the right ways, how quickly can the adjustment happen. You know, are you able to break some eggs and say you're benched and this guy's benched? So far, like he's done a great job, and that's why like he deserves a lot of plaudits. He's done a great job. I want him around long term as the coach. He clearly resonates so strongly with this group, but that part also is a huge part for the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. Any other questions you have? Big questions for this team?
Big questions. I mean, I think it's not a big question, but I mean, like, when are they going to get rid of Chris Paul? Like, what we just hanging on to this guy?
That is not a big question, man.
Yeah.
No, Bobby
by the way,
said
I
the
could
rules,
also,
right? Yeah, they got to keep.
Well,
it
I could
for a
also,
little bit.
I could also report to you that after the Raptors got Chris Paul through the trade, because there was like I think they made that trade on Tuesday, and the trade deadline was obviously on Thursday. Not a single team called for Chris Paul. Just letting you know.
Not even NBC, not Amazon, not the Amazon team. TNT.
We're talking NBA teams. Man.
TNT not even doing NBA. They're not calling. They're not calling. Yeah.
I think Peacock. Probably called.
Oh God. Not Ryan Cockbrunner. Yeah.
You think Taylor Rooks is on the phone being like, yo, Bobby, man, what are you going to give up on Chris Paul?
Yo, I'm just saying, man. I'm not holding out hope of CP, reporting here, as long as he's still technically with the Raptors.
No, he's already, like Bobby said immediately at the press conference, he's like, yo, man, this is surreal because I really like Chris Paul as a player. Maybe you guys can bond over that.
Bobby talking like me, man. He's like,
no, but like,
surreal.
In the next sentence after saying this is one of my favorite players, he's like, yeah, we'll waive him at the appropriate time.
Yo,
like,
he pulled a Shams. He's like, he will never play here.
Yeah, Chris Paul will never.
Oh my God. All right. Well, let's take a break here, and then we can talk about the chill choices, the chill selections that were made for All-Star Saturday this weekend.
Oh man, you know what? I'm actually looking forward to chilling out a little bit at All-Star weekend and even the subsequent week afterwards. Okay, I will still call in, from San Francisco, but ultimately I'm trying to have a couple of days off from this winter. But yeah, I'll be making chill choices out there. I think we've been going pretty hard on the season, and I think staying chill is always like a winning play. This is just like a little bit of life advice, and going with Coors Light is always the chill choice, my friends. You put that that gorgeous can into the fridge, even outside when it's cold like this, that turns the mountain blue, and that's when the beer is as cold and as refreshing as the Rockies themselves, so
Lindsey
when the game heats up,
yeah.
Oh man, that's tough, dog. But when the game heats up, why not make the chill choice? Actually, Lindsey should have made the chill choice by grabbing a crisp, refreshing Coors Light. Find Coors Light near you. Visit CoorsLightShop.ca. Celebrate responsibly, and you must be of legal drinking age. And now we'll bring another message.
Oh yeah. Hey man, you've been working really hard this season on the podcast. I think it's time you take a break.
I agree with you. I was looking at the calendar and I saw I got a bit of a week off, and I think I'm going to make a trip to one of my favorite cities in the world, Mexico City.
Oh man, I love Mexico City, man. Well, one of the things to figure out, you got to book a spot there, man. You gonna be using Airbnb?
Of course. Last time I was in CDMX, I did use Airbnb and I found an amazing spot. It was in Roma, one of my favorite neighborhoods. And the best part about it, I still think about it to this day, it had this personal patio on the rooftop. You're able to wake up every morning to all this sunlight, which you do not get a lot of in the winter where we are. And I might just go right back to that same spot.
Yeah, now that you talk about it, I kind of want to go on a trip too, man. I think I banked about like 15 vacation days in April. Probably gonna go with some friends, maybe 6-7 of them, and man, I gotta find a spot that's spacious and in a good location.
Okay, well, first off, I hope I get that invite, okay? But while you're looking for that, have you checked out the guest favorites feature? It shows you the most well-loved places by guests, the highest rated scores, and I think it's just a great way to find the spot that you're looking for, so that you can live like a local and outside of all the touristy areas.
Yo, that's a great call, man. All right, let's both take a break, book our trip, and use Airbnb.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I wish we got haircuts before doing that commercial. 'Cause
I need that.
you got like
you
got a full goatee.
I need that goatee back for our Gillette event on Wednesday, man.
No, you got the full
what's
goatee.
Josh Diamante gonna shave, man? He's shaving hair. Oh my god.
They're gonna give you the dog. They're gonna Doc Rivers haircut you. They're gonna be like,
yeah,
I guess.
He's gonna roll me around.
No.
I got a haircut tonight. I got a haircut tonight at 6:30. 6:30 p.m. on a Monday seems like a diabolical time.
I was gonna say you're getting the worst haircut possible. 6:30 p.m. on a Monday. They're exhausted, man. They're like, I've been cutting for 8 hours, man. I don't care about this stupid fade. What are you getting, man? What's your cut these days?
I don't know, man. Just trying to, just whatever, a little fade, whatever, trying to feel fresh in LA,
Oh yeah. I know Jerome got a fresh bleach.
Yeah, he re-freaked his blonde hair. Yeah, there's the freak. Yeah, he's on Kalshi right now. By the way, speaking of LA, All-Star Saturday, everyone's locked in, excited.
Hell yeah!
The Kia Shooting Stars event is coming back. This is the.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Clutch Sports Party we're going to, but okay.
Oh, right.
Okay, I guess
Kia
this is what I'm
Shooting
really locked into.
Stars, featuring teams of 3, 2 NBA players and 1 NBA legend, is coming back, and happy to announce, our guy Scotty Barnes.
Hey,
he's gonna be in this
back in the competition. Back
on Team All-Star with Chet Holmgren and Richard Hamilton. All right, super random.
Yep.
Other teams here, somehow they put together 3 former Duke guys. Team Cameron for the Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Okay.
We got Jalen Johnson, Con Knipple, and Corey Maggette, former Clipper, I believe.
Yo, Corey Maggette's killing me in this.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do, man? Shoot mid-range pull-ups and free throws? Like,
yo, I'm not trying to say the man was on steroids, but look at those photos, man. We got Team Harper, we got Ron Harper Senior teaming up with Dylan Harper and former Raptor legend Ron Harper Jr. And then we have Team Knicks. Okay, the Knicks just get a team. Jalen Brunson, Cat, and Allen Houston.
That's right.
So there we go. Who are you liking in this? I think I'm going with Team Knicks, man.
Nobody has ever asked the question of who you liking in the Shooting Stars competition.
I'm trying to put in a little money on Kalshi, bro.
You should not be able to bet on the Shooting Stars competition. I'm sorry.
For anyone betting out there, anybody itching like me right now, Team Knicks, man. Team Knicks, baby.
I would say out of the group, I would say Team Knicks as a strong favorite. Low-key, Team Cameron's gonna be pretty good too, because I have yet to see Con Knipple miss one shot all season.
Okay. But this is the one where they have to shoot from half court and everything too, right?
Yeah. It is kind of killing me that former Raptor Ron Harper Jr. is on Team Harper. I guess he make it through the G League All Stars or G League Rising Stars or whatever. But I guess he's here too. But Yeah, this is certainly an event. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This might be the year where the celebrity game is actually a top 3 event for me because like looking this lineup is kind of tough, man.
Hey, you get
But
to
you
do
know,
one. You got to do a Scotty Scrum, and we can upload it to Hello and Welcome, man. That's one extra.
oh come
scrum.
on, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Scrum Sharania, man.
Yeah. The 3-point contest. I guess Starry dropped out because it's sponsored by Chris Paul's State Farm this year.
Oh, really?
The State Farm 3-point contest. We've got Devin Booker. We've got Colin Knippel. Okay, this guy's doing double duty.
Sure.
Tyrese Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray, Bobby Portis Jr. What's a polar bear doing?
No, I'm actually crying at Bobby
Yo, who
Portis.
invited this guy?
Why is Bobby Portis here?
Everybody else projects as like a shooting guard, like 3-point shooter. And then we got Bobby P.
I'm crying.
Get
at
out of
Bobby
here.
P.
Norman
Yo,
Powell,
slow down.
former Raptor,
Just trying to-
Norman Powell, and then Damian Lillard.
Yeah,
makes his
that's
return.
right.
Okay, I guess with the torn Achilles, you can still do like standstill shots.
No, this is Lindsey Vonn skiing right now.
Yo,
That
why don't
really
we bring
is.
out? Why don't we have Team Achilles? Why don't we have Tatum, Halliburton, and Lillard? Team Greek.
Yo, that's
Team Greek
crazy.
gods. Yeah,
You know what I
so-
actually want to see? You know who I actually want to see in this?
Yeah.
I want to see Lethal Shooter in
Oh
this
my
instead
god.
of
You
instead
mean,
of Bobby Portis. Give me Lethal Shooter, man.
You mean Chris Matthews? Yeah.
I want Chris Matthews. That's right.
Yeah, Lethal Shooter would probably like make sure the rim has like electric sockets, and somehow there's 10 baskets rotating around.
Yeah, he's
Why
recreating
is-
that Jingle Bells commercial from back in the day.
Why is every Lethal Shooter drill a CNE game?
Yo, honestly, Chris Matthews should be at C&E, man. He would run a sick event.
We're
He would
calling him
scam me
Chris
of all my
Matthews
money, man.
until he loses all his swag. Man. Yo, this guy really shooting a hard ball, man. It's crazy. Who you like here? Who you like here in the field?
So, I'm not going to lie to you. I actually kind of like Colin Knippel in this because he gets to
Yeah?
warm up in the previous event.
Okay.
So, one of the difficult things
What
is like
about
you come
Dame?
in
He's
cold.
had 8 months to warm up.
I don't even know where Dave is at physically, bro. Like, what do you mean he could just come in and shoot some threes? Like, what the hell is going on
Yo,
here?
I swear, if he crumbles to the ground, it's gonna be so weird. Just don't.
No, but
do
seriously, no. Someone's gonna have to scream on the CBC broadcast like with Lindsay. Like, it was like,
It,
what? Why did you do
God,
this?
man.
Uh,
But you
and
like
the-
Knippel. Okay.
Yeah. I honestly, I think I haven't seen this guy miss any shots all season. So
Okay.
he's got
Okay.
a quick, compact release. I feel like Norm has a pretty he jumps really high on his shot.
He
So it
does,
probably
yeah.
takes him it's a big adjustment for him to sort of because you have to spam threes in a 3-point
Right,
contest just to
right.
get all the balls off the rack. Like you can't be doing your usual routine. Mitchell's a good a bet for this too because Mitchell actually also does a big jump on his shots.
Right.
But
hey, what about Jamal, man? You don't like Jamal in this?
yeah, is Jokic gonna be passing him the ball? I feel like he'd be shooting better off Jokic.
Jokic should
Is that
just stand
possible?
by the rack.
Yeah, Jokic is there to farm assists. You
Just
know
like
what I mean?
dribble handoff off the rack.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Damian Lillard. So Dame is
Okay.
going for for his third 3-point contest win.
Right.
Which would,
I think Booker's
tie
won
him.
it before too.
Booker's won as well, but
Yeah.
if Dame gets to 3, it will tie him all time with Craig Hodges and Larry Bird. Yeah, so
Damn.
yeah, just in case.
You know what?
don't
Actually,
know.
Derry Bird should have been in this over Bobby
Oh, yeah.
Portis, man.
Yeah, what the hell?
AJ Green legit a better shooter. What are we doing?
Yo, they didn't even. Yeah, I don't know. Watch Bobby Portis win, man. You know what?
No, Bobby Portis video would be amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna put some Kalshi coin on that, and then finally the AT&T slam dunk contest. Goodness,
Brother.
we got Carter Bryant. By the way, Vince is 2 podcast episodes in, canceled at 6.
Tough.
Jackson Hayes.
Yep. Bad
Keyshawn
person.
Johnson. of
Kashad
the Miami
Johnson.
Heat.
We got
Okay.
players that you don't know if they're NBA TV correspondents or if they're NBA players,
This
man.
guy's not he's not even a top 10 Johnson in the league, man.
Can you? Okay, well, hold on. Can you actually name 5 Johnsons better than Kashad Johnson?
Okay, Jalen.
Jalen Johnson, absolutely.
okay,
Number
yeah.
1 Johnson in the league right now.
Yeah, Keldon.
Keldon Johnson, very good.
Yeah.
Who else we got in the league right now?
can
Cam
we go-
Johnson? No, Cam Johnson. Who the hell
Cam
is Cam
Johnson.
Johnson? Yo, I'm just saying random words.
Can we get to
Hold on.
5 Johnsons?
He might be a top 5 Johnson. Now you're thinking about it. Hold
Okay,
on.
fine.
Active? Because we can't go like Joe Johnson
We
or
can't
something.
go Joe. Yeah, we can't go
Oh man,
Irvin.
let me look up some Johnsons in the league
Larry
right now.
Johnson, Amir Johnson, Joe
Yep.
John. Yeah, we said Joe Johnson.
I think he
Someone
actually
said
might be a
Johnson Chow better.
Johnson Chow is better, man.
Johnson Chow should be in the 3-point contest instead of Bobby Portis.
Active players named Johnson.
Okay, here we go.
Um,
No.
There's just not a lot of Johnsons in the league. You know, there used to be a ton of Johnsons. This is why. You know what?
Yeah.
My bad. You know what? I apologize. Actually, I apologize to Kashad Johnson. You are definitely a top 5 Johnson.
Okay.
On the basis of there are only like 3 Johnsons in the league anymore.
Yeah. And then we got Jace Richardson, son of Jason Richardson.
That's right.
So yeah.
What are the odds that he's gonna pull out a Jason Richardson throwback jersey, man?
Well, Jason's probably gonna be there. He's probably gonna dunk over his dad or something.
That's kind of fire, though.
I think it's time to move the slam dunk contest to like the first event of the night or something. Like this cannot be the main event anymore. It just can't.
So you see how it's 5 p.m. on Saturday, February 14th?
Yeah.
I believe we have a conflict. I think we have I think we have an Asian AAPI meeting to go to.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'd rather go to the AAPI meeting than look at this dunk
This is
contest,
messing me.
man.
Oh, this is messing me up because it's on West Coast. Everything's gonna start early there
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is like 2 p.m. over there.
or something.
Dog,
right?
they're gonna be dunking at 2 p.m.
No, this is messing
because they
me
don't
up.
care about Carter Bryant. All due respect, you know,
No,
or any of these.
but I was thinking about this. You know how like it's just been tradition that like slam dunk contest obviously is the main
Yeah.
event on Saturday. But this is like if the Olympics never changed their events from like the early 1900s, and you just like, you know, because I was
Right.
looking up. Did
Well, I
you
mean,
know? Did you know
Yeah.
in 1900s, in the 1900 Paris Games, one of the main events was live pigeon shooting. So
That's
it
kind of
was-
fire. Did they replace that with skeets? Like
I
skeet
don't
shooting?
know. I don't know actually, but 300 plus birds were killed. And
So
there was
you can
a
just eat those
huge
pigeons afterwards. What do you mean?
No, there was a huge backlash. Is the only time animals were intentionally killed at an Olympic event, so they quashed it. Yeah, you're saying the
Really?
1900s Olympics committee was too woke for you?
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, weren't they
Yeah.
short on food back then? Like, you could just eat those birds. Like, what's
There
wrong
was
with-
also
kind of a win-win, no?
poodle clipping. So there was
What- okay,
120. This is what's happening at the Gillette event on Wednesday, but it's also 100.
come
It was
on,
a
dog.
128 person event where contestants had to clip the fur off as many poodles as possible in 2 hours. Like this
That's
was an Olympic
unbelievable,
event.
man.
No, but this is like there's also hot air balloon contest.
What are you doing?
distance-
Who can get up the highest?
Yo, this balloon. Russia's doing a triple axel. No, it's a distance, duration, and elevation. Yeah, there
So
was,
stupid.
and then from 1912 to 1948, there was also art competition. So medals were awarded for painting, sculpture, architecture, literature, and music. So, but this is how archaic I think the slam dunk contest is now. Like
I'm not gonna lie to you, like-
nobody's watching this as the main event.
I feel like they should take it away at least for 1 year. I mean, like if you throw that sort of like group up again, I think one of the things that was always fun about the slam dunk contest was like it was a way for people to make their name in the league. You know, like you put them on
Yeah.
a spotlight. You know, it's always like I know you guys even put together the episode last year about sort of how big of a deal the slam dunk contest was for Vince. It was a great avenue for the shoe companies he's representing. Like it was great for the players. But I think nowadays with how much social media is out there and how much players are already promoted to a great degree, no matter what, like they don't necessarily need the dunk contest as a coming out party anymore, which is fine. Like I totally understand that. Like I'm not expecting them to do that, but at that point it's just like, you know, I think there is something that we just like need to make it more fun. I actually like the how fun a slam dunk contest is. A lot of my favorite moments are like the kooky moments from slam dunk contests. Like, yes, it's very cool to see like Zach LaVine doing the windmill from like the free throw line. That's amazing, right? There's like the athleticism of it, but there's also the sheer creativity. Like, you don't get creativity from a 3-point contest. They're just shooting like threes over and over again. And you're like, it's an accuracy thing. You know, you don't even get creativity from the shooting stars. You get creativity when you see the slam dunk contest. Like, I still remember some of my favorite moments are like John Collins, putting on the Red Tails costume and then dunking and kicking the shit out of a paper mache plane, or like Gerald Green dunking the ball and blowing the candle out on the birthday cake or on the little cupcake. I think of like Jeremy Evans dunking over a painting of himself dunking over a painting of himself dunking. It's like, all right, the Inception dunk. Like, all these little kooky things are like really fun. Like, it's an actual chance to show your personality. And I don't know, maybe stars are just like so turned off by the idea of like, if I fail in this moment, I get slandered, or my marketing team doesn't want me to do it, or people are going to worry I get hurt. Like, who's ever been hurt in the dunk contest? Seriously. But like just please, it's an actual enjoyable event when people actually just like take it a little bit less seriously and just like have fun with it, And like, there's no other fun in the whole weekend of All-Star weekend.
Hey, don't say
basically.
that, man. We're gonna be there. Come on, man.
No, but I mean, there's fun like away from the cameras, like off the court, like that part's fun. But like at that point, it's like, what are you offering the customer? Do you know what I mean? Like, why am I tuning in to see this if I'm going to see Kashad Johnson? I can't even imagine one Kashad Johnson play, let alone a dunk. Carter Brown, I think, has had like 4 dunks all season. Nice. Barely has played, although he had a nice game on the weekend, knocked down a bunch of threes.
Carter Bryant dunks versus Vince Carter pod episodes for the rest of the season.
That's unbelievable, man. I think Carter Bryant might actually have him. Oh man.
But yeah, no, abolish a slam dunk contest, man. I think they can keep holding it, but it doesn't hold the weight of a Saturday night main event for me.
There is no main event.
That's All-Star Saturday. Mac McClung got invited to the Rising Stars game. Isn't Mac McClung like 35? How's he eligible? What
He's
do you mean
still rising,
rising
bro.
star? I saw you rise to the basket the last like 4 dunk contests.
Yeah, they should put LeBron in the Rising Stars game, man. Fuck it.
Yo,
Who cares?
inviting McClung to All-Star but not the dunk contest is so dumb, man. Yo,
He's like, I don't want to be typecast, okay?
Yeah.
I can do other things. I'm like, okay, all right.
It's like, okay, Tom Cruise. Yeah, so that's All-Star Saturday. We're all very excited about it.
I mean, clearly.
Yeah, that's it. Finally, Super Bowl.
Hey.
Great win by the Seattle Seahawks, and great halftime performance there. Did you know Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio was wearing Zara, custom Zara, yesterday for his halftime?
Isn't custom Zara a bit of an oxymoron when you think about it? Like, what do you mean? It's default clothing. You can't custom default clothing, man.
Zara's like Puerto Rico. It's from Puerto Rico. It's like a Puerto Rican startup. Yeah, I think that's why he was doing that.
Oh, okay.
Like a little.
I did not know that.
Yeah, a little shout out. I mean, I thought you would know. Yeah.
Well, I think this is like, there was a era of my life, I think 2018 to 2020, where I was wearing a lot of Zara, but I got over that phase. It went from like an H&M phase. It was like a Winners phase, and then an H&M phase.
Oh, okay.
And then a Zara phase, and now I just wear free shit that people give.
Wow, big flex.
I'm actually like, I'm on influencer phase now.
Yeah, this guy living on.
Including this jersey. Thank you. Thanks, Grady Dick.
Thank you, Bart.
I'm gonna get Bart to sign it, man.
Bad Bunny performance I thought was incredible. And little cameo from Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanota, aka Lady Gaga.
Oh, wow, we're going full names on people, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta show respect. Yeah, you gotta show
Lady
respect.
Gaga's first name is Stephanie?
Yeah, the Gaga reveal.
Okay.
The Gaga reveal was super cool. My boy Ricky Martin showed up too.
Hey,
and then
I haven't seen Ricky Martin in 20 years,
cameos.
man.
Pedro Pascal, Jessica Alba, shouts to the GOAT. Was there as
Strive
well.
for greatness. #year 23.
I had a Jessica Alba poster in my room growing up.
Who didn't, man? Jessica Alba was the undisputed GOAT. Still is, actually,
problem. But yeah, what'd you think, man, of the bunny performance?
So, I this is my hot take, okay? The Super Bowl is the most overrated event in all of entertainment, not just sports. Sports and entertainment combined.
Okay.
Super Bowl wouldn't even be on the top 10 of events that I want to attend in my lifetime if I got a free pass to go to any of these.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Half the games absolutely suck. Last night, I understand as a casual, because I don't, I'm not there to like watch the storylines. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a casual. Like, this is like probably the second NFL game I've seen all season.
You're not betting.
I appreciated how good the defense was.
You're not betting on the Gatorade color.
an event is overrated when you gotta throw in all sorts of bullshit just to make people like get around it. Oh, we gotta bet on a coin flip, bro. You could just do that at home. I could coin flip you right now. We could do it. You know what I mean?
Just
Like,
watch No Country for Old Men, for God's sake.
that's what I'm saying. Call it. You know what I mean? That's your lucky quarter. You know, like, man, his accent is incredible. But no, like it's like genuinely boring. I don't know why it's become like a national holiday as well. Maybe if I was American,
It's the
instead of
most
being
American
like,
thing, man. I think it's beautiful.
it's
It's an excuse. It really is an excuse to just like eat stupid food and gamble
Yeah.
on stupid props. Like that's
no, but like
really
I rarely come out of
the
the Super Bowl like, oh my god, like you know what I mean. The last time I felt that way was like the freaking helmet catch with David Tyree and the Giants like spoiling
good Super
the
Bowls
Patriots.
since
Like
then. There's
maybe
been some
like
really good Super
maybe the Malcolm Butler like you
No,
know. What I
but
mean?
even the
I just,
Pat Mahomes
as a
Pat
casual, I
Mahomes-
can't get into it, man. It's
Aw,
it's
man.
boring as hell, man. It's so
No,
much
but-
hype too.
I gotta say though, it's like some Super Bowls like yesterday's was a little bit like underwhelming. But
Yeah.
you look at the NBA, you compare it to like the NBA Finals. Like, when's the last time we had a classic NBA Final?
We had a classic just last year. Went to Game 7. It was amazing.
Yeah, okay, but before that though,
It does-
you look at like, oh, what was
Yeah.
it? Denver, Miami, that was forgettable.
No, for sure. There are going to be
Right?
bricks. Like, there's no guarantee that like you know years are going to be amazing. But like, I think about like being at a tennis final. Like, if I were at like you know one of those Federer and Nadal finals, or even recently with the Yannick Sinner, you know Carlos Alcaraz, like you know like one of those finals.
Carlos Alcaraz. Yo,
No, but,
this
like-
guy got Sinner in prison. He had him in
He
cuffs.
locked him up.
He
On
locked up a
He
sinner.
locked him
Yo,
up, man.
Carlos Alcatraz is crazy, man.
My point is, I'd rather be at a World Cup final. I'd rather be at a Champions League final. I would rather be at the Olympics, both summer and winter. I would rather be at even the World Series. I feel like is more exciting to me than the Super Bowl
Yeah,
itself.
in
They just
Toronto.
trump it up to this gigantic thing, and it's just like I swear it's a dud every time. And you got to like create your whole like tradition around it. That's how you know you can't actually enjoy just the actual enjoyment of it, man. As a
It is-
casual, it
yeah.
kind of sucks, man.
It is overhyped. I mean, it's insane to me they do these like 6 hours like pregame shows.
That's
Like,
what
I
I'm
don't even
saying.
know how you're like stuffing content like that, but hey, it's part of the American tradition, man.
No, I get it. And look, I'm sure if I had a bigger appreciation for like the game itself, like I would enjoy it more. But I mean, even WrestleMania, like you know what I mean? I don't understand wrestling, but like I'd rather be at WrestleMania than, you know, than the Super Bowl. So I don't know. I mean, even
Damn.
watching it last night, I was like, I appreciated like how good of the defense like Seattle was. You know, they talked about like this guy's doing this, doing this. Clearly they were an amazing, like, you know, in terms of just like sacking the quarterback all over again. I mean, I didn't even feel like, I don't know, I guess I didn't really feel like too like much about it, but like it was just kind of like get down the floor, then we're just gonna kick another fucking punt again. I saw the kicker more than anyone else. I was like, all right, man. When's
Yo,
the
the-
halftime show coming up? Halftime show was cool. I don't mind.
Seahawks puncher was half Filipino, man. Yeah,
Oh, sick.
yeah, it's pretty sick.
Jordan Clarkson for 3. Bang.
No, at one point, their field goal kicker was like the favorite to win MVP because they were only banging field goals, like they couldn't
Yeah.
score any touchdowns.
Wait, who did get MVP? Was it the running back?
Kenneth Walker, the running back.
Oh, yeah,
Running back.
he
had,
did
like,
have a
over
really nice-
130 yards. Yeah.
He had a nice game. That's for sure.
Yeah,
but
he had the makings of a varsity athlete. Yeah.
he had all the makings of the varsity athlete. No, but the halftime
no,
show, I think
Super
that's
Bowl
like
is a
probably
no
the best
for
reason
you.
to watch.
Yeah.
No, it's just relative to how good it actually is. The hype around it is like absurd to me. Like it genuinely is.
No,
absurd
that's
to me.
fair. It does get caught up in a lot of the hype. Like people get worked up over the commercials and all of that stuff.
Guess
To
what I'm
be
saying?
honest,
Like, why do I get excited with? There's no other television program I get excited for the commercials, man.
But to be
What do you
honest, I
mean?
feel like the hype almost is like not as great as it was maybe like 10, 20 years ago. Because now
Okay.
you see everything on social media and stuff, you know? Like they're literally leaking commercials. Yeah.
I think that there's that part. I also think that like the NFL maybe it's just like not as much as back in the day, but I felt like at least as a casual sports fan, I knew like at least like 10 quarterbacks at any given time.
Yeah.
And like not even just cornerbacks, but like some of the star wide receivers and some of like the star like defensive players. Like, I mean, you know, like you just knew of most of like a lot more guys. Like
Yeah.
nowadays, I don't know like how many like football players are like crossover mainstream famous.
Yeah, you
Like,
also got hit with
famous
a
just
pretty...
outside.
You got hit with a pretty random Super Bowl quarterback matchup too. With
Yeah,
like
I didn't
Drake
know
May,
who
like
either of
Sam
these guys were.
Darnold. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't know a single
no.
player of Seattle. It was actually kind of like, well, it was kind of weird, but I mean, look, it was fun. It was fun to some degree, like, you know.
Yeah, we had some Asian reporters on the ground.
We did.
I think it was from Amaze Asian. I always get their name wrong.
Oh yeah,
Amazon?
Amazon. It almost looks like Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon. And they actually asked the players at the Super Bowl about
Yeah.
their favorite Asian food. I think we have this video here. If we have it loaded up, we can play it.
We're running this gimmick back. Let's
Asian
go.
food.
Does fried rice count? Pork belly fried rice. I'll say General Chicken. Is that it? General Sasso? Yeah.
Yo, that's me saying Carlos Alcatraz.
I think that's how you said.
Like sushi? Yeah, sushi. I will kill sushi. I will kill sushi. Anything you give me sushi, I'll kill.
What's your favorite sushi?
Anything with crab, like tuna,
You talking about a California
salmon.
roll?
I love yellowtail. Yellowtail.
This is me
very
talking
good.
about any
Real
sport
sushi.
other than soccer and basketball.
Asian food. I really don't kind of eat Asian food. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't want to get posted saying the wrong food. Yeah, I probably had to skip that one. I'm sorry.
I say the little orange chicken.
Orange chicken.
Oh,
I'm
hell
sure if
yeah.
I sat down at like a buffet or something, I mean, I'm not a picky eater, so.
Probably hibachi.
I'm simple. I love pad
Hibachi,
thai.
Gilbert Arenas.
I love like a good pineapple fried rice with chicken.
Hell yeah.
That's my go-to right there. I get that a lot, honestly.
I love.
Yo, who are these people? I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't know a single.
I love General Chicken.
By the way,
General Chicken is so good.
is this like if you went to the NBA Finals last year and you were just randomly asking like Isaiah Joe and like Benedict Mathurin like what their favorite Asian food is?
Yo.
Is that the equivalent? Because it's like I don't know these guys at all, man.
You know, we're about to hit LA.
Yeah.
And lots of media availability. And also,
Oh yeah.
I think I should just replicate and just ask that one question to everybody.
Oh,
What's your
I
favorite
honestly,
Asian food?
I want you to do that. Yes, I actually, absolutely, I want you to be the guys. 'cause, like,
Draymond's
last
gonna be
year-
like Zach Edey, man. I eat him for food.
yo, that would be sick if you said that, man. Anthony Edwards like Utah Watanabe. You saw what I did to that guy.
Yeah,
I
I
will kill Utah
Put
Watanabe.
that guy in wasabi, man.
I dunked that guy in soy sauce, man. Put him in that kombu, like.
Yeah. So
Um,
favorite Asian food is the question, and I'll ask it in an accent as well. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
That's just
because
for
you can
me.
get away with it. No, because you're always trying to like we
Yeah.
don't take enough advantage of
Mr.
our appearance.
Mr. Portis. Mr. Portis, favorite Chinese food? What do I sound like? I don't even sound Asian anymore.
No, you gotta work. Let's work on our little Asian accent before we get over there. Let's work on your little Chinese accent, man.
Yeah, but I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just the streets of thing.
favorite-
Just pretend you're a reporter from China.
Yeah, favorite Asian food. But we did have a lover of Asian food, Cooper Kupp. He's a wide receiver.
Oh,
For-
I'm gonna
for the
say
Seattle-
cash.
For the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay,
Here's
yeah,
another
yeah.
video from Amazing.
All right.
Heard from the quarterbacks that you will, on the night before the games, you'll bring some pho and have a little group dinner with the quarterbacks. Can you tell me a little bit about that routine?
The pho will be good because you get the broth, you're getting good salt, you're getting you're getting some good carbohydrates. It's a good balanced meal to have for a night before a game. So we tried a few pho places and it kind of became a thing, and then it became a challenge. And we were traveling. I had to do some research to find the good pho because you don't want to get your quarterback sick the night before a game. There's a responsibility that comes with it. And so I'm actually still searching for a pho place for this week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Last time we played down here, I did not do a good job with the pho. It was not a good
It
situation.
wasn't high quality.
It was
Damn, in
not
San
high
Francisco?
quality at
Come
all.
on, man. That's-
The boiled chicken was very questionable.
The boiled chicken. Yo, why you ordering boiled chicken at pho, man?
So this week we're going to redeem it, and so that's how.
So you're taking suggestions of, tweak
Yeah,
this
people,
out.
if people want to send me some suggestions for the best pho in the greater San Jose area, I'm all ears.
Yo, damn. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is
Shouts
I
to
feel
Cooper
this,
Kupp. I
feel
actually
like
knew this
would
guy.
be- this would be my pregame meal too if I was an athlete. Just go
I-
eat pho.
Wait, hold on. But pho's not very filling. I would say. You know what I mean? Like especially if you're a football player, so you're like burning all sorts of like calories. Like
Yeah,
pho is like
yeah.
90% broth and like rice noodles. Like what's
just
actually gonna give you the sustenance?
I'm just picturing
Like
him
the
going
faux,
to like,
the
going
special
to like
rare
Carolina
combination.
or like Jacksonville, looking up a pho place.
No,
Like,
honestly,
shut up,
not-
man. Can we just go to Denny's?
it's one of those like it's definitely one of those places where there's just a bunch of Chinese people pretending to be like Japanese / Korean / Vietnamese opening restaurants / Thai. No, like seriously, there's an epidemic of just Chinese people pretending they're like they can't tell the difference. Like, and they're just in the
man.
back making fun. It's like that's not even your food, man. That's not our food. No, I swear this is like a real thing, even all across Toronto too. So.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, we are we are kind of just stealing that bag from different people.
No,
but
that should be the vlog content at All Star, man. Just
I agree. You know what? Let's commit to this. I want to hear Colin Murray-Boyles answer about pho. I want to see Scotty Barnes' reaction to like, yo, aren't you the guy who wrote my slam feature? My Toronto Life magazine feature. Aren't you the guy who writes features and now you're pretending to be from Taiwan and asking me about what's my favorite Asian food? Like, I need that reaction, bro.
Yo, we gotta ask media people too, man. I think that'd be
Okay, sure. Yeah. Howard Beck.
I
Howard Beck's
wanna
like,
know
well, you know, I mean, I think
Sam
if I
Amick
had
likes
to,
his kung pao chicken, man.
no, I need Keith Pompey to answer, man. I
Hey.
know Keith got a great answer for me, man.
Hey, we know Chris
Keith
Haynes
is like
likes. We know
chicken
Chris
feet.
Haynes likes Asian food. Yeah.
Oh my god! No.
All right. What are we doing rest of the week? We recording on Wednesday or we out?
Rest of the week, Raptors play on Wednesday against the Pistons. We have things to do that day, so there
Okay.
might be a chance that we don't end up doing a show on Wednesday. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yo, we'll see you in LA, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the React Pod on Wednesday, but we have travel on Thursday, and then it's All-Star Weekend. We'll have plenty of content on the channel, so make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you stay tapped in. Hit the subscribe button. Follow our social channels. You have to find out what delicious answers Alex gets out of people about Asian food, and yeah, I'm pretty excited to just even have a bit of a break as well. You know, I'll be down at Raptors practice tomorrow, so you know maybe see a couple more scrums from Scrum Sharania over here.
Yeah,
and,
I saw you couldn't make it to practice on Saturday.
Well, I think that's what happens when you go to Shing the night before, man. I was at Shing till 3 a.m. I was
I was
not feeling
refreshing
it,
the Hello and Welcome YouTube because I wanted to see Trace Jackson Davis's debut scrum.
Yeah. No, in
That was-
hindsight,
yeah.
that was my bad. Actually, I really did wish I had gotten down there for it, because like Jakob also spoke about his availability, and you know, I think yeah, I really like going to practice. It's just fun seeing the guys like
What is
interact,
this,
you know,
an
like
ad?
work out. I mean, what's the ad? You can't even go to practice, man. They should
Ah.
sell tickets to go to practice, man.
That's insane, man. Oh, by the way, this just hit my inbox. The Brooklyn
okay.
Nets are celebrating Chinese New Year on Wednesday, February 11th, with a halftime performance by a Taiwanese singer. His name is Will Liu.
What? Wait,
Will-
what?
Liu. Yeah.
What?
Chinese singer, actor, and content creator Will Liu.
What?
Yeah. So
What is
new
going
Nemesis
on?
just dropped. That's your
Yo.
Carlos Alcatraz, man.
Yo, new Walu just
Yo,
dropped.
just look him up, man. Will Liu, Liu.
As I can tell you,
So-
it's a totally different word, you know, Leo and Lo, but like
He's a little older. Yeah.
he's more than a little older. Here's the the biometrics of Will Liu. I mean they're 53. Damn, they're
Okay.
53. Come on, dog. You
Damn.
can't be making content at big 53.
Crashing out.
Yo,
Yeah.
this is
Will Liu, man.
can we see some of their content?
I'm sure you
so-
can find a song or something.
They were in Initial D.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's racing.
Probably
That's like a
probably background
Japanese Fast
probably
and Furious.
background Asia number 5. Oh, this guy's very fit. Okay. He's like one of those like take off your shirt in public kind of guys.
Okay. He's Perry Kwan.
He's Chef Wallace.
He's Wallace Wong. Yeah.
I know some of those guys.
Oh, man. By the way, I'm looking at Giannis's last 3 tweets. They're so funny. The one from the trade deadline where he posts a Wolf of Wall Street clip, and he's like, "Legends don't chase, they attract." And yeah, they attracted Cam Thomas this weekend. You know, signed Cam. And
Wow.
then the next one is Giannis being like, I'm a owner of Kalshi now. Thanks for everyone who lost millions betting on me to go to Golden State. I will be taking part of your funds as a shareholder. And then yesterday, he's like, yo, I'm joining the ownership group of Chelsea Football Club.
Hey, Chelsea
is this
Football Club
guy
is
doing?
basic. You know what? To put that in perspective, Chelsea is basically the Cauchy of the EPL. Okay, so there's some shady shit going on across the board. Okay.
Yo, what a busy week for Giannis, man. Holy. This guy's
No, I'm
making
telling you that
moves.
Pablo Torre is gonna have a field day with just Giannis by himself. You know what I mean?
Yo, it's crazy, man.
Pablo Torre is like the Harper Stern, and Giannis is like Giannis is tender in this case. By the way, people
Okay.
haven't watched Industry enough. You got to watch Industry.
Yeah,
man.
I'm not locked in. I just finished Heated Rivalry.
What's your review, man?
So, yeah, it was a great show. 8 out of 10. Gonna be in the market for a Ilya Rozanov All-Star jersey, you know? You gotta get some merch there. No, Montreal got a lot of love on the show. One of the characters on the show was wearing a Zane Viateur bagel shirt. I was like, basic.
Wow, what a deep cut, man! Like, seriously, man.
No, it's so funny because in one of the scenes,
This will
the
be like
hockey
a
players,
person in
the
Toronto
hockey
wearing
players are like,
OVO,
yo,
like-
they're like, yo, man, let's go party in the Mile End. I was dying.
Where you going, apartment 200?
Yo, I think they were there. Yo. And then the girl wakes up the next day in bed putting on her blue St. Viateur bagel shirt.
Oh, that's kind of hot, though.
The craziest thing is I have that shirt too.
Yo, it's
Oh my god.
where was she going afterwards, man? Montmorency?
Yo, that's crazy, man. She's like, I gotta hit the Cote Vertu line. Anyways, yeah, Heated Rivalry. Okay, I'm on Industry soon. I gotta wait for the season to end. And I
Oh,
heard
man,
the
it's
new
been
Game of
crazy.
Thrones show is good too. Knights of the Seven Kingdom, or
Yeah?
whatever. Yeah, so I'm gonna tap back in on that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it. All right, we'll see you post game show this week.
Oh, hold
and
on,
see
hold
you in LA. What?
Hey, Streets are saying we got a Will Liu video.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
This is my doppelganger. Oh. No, hold on.
All I hear is basketball noises.
Exactly. I told you, this guy's a shirt off kind of guy.
勇敢主动来，请把右手高举，快速放给热烈燃烧卡路里，尽情挑战释放自我的魅力，享受回旋的频率，挑
That
战
is
自我。
egregious, man.
Yo,
What
song's
is
kinda
this fit? What is going on with this
Song's
fit,
kinda hot,
man?
man. He's
You like
Taiwanese.
高举，快速放给热烈燃烧卡路里，尽情挑战释放自我的魅力，享受
Yo, this is basically what I
回
think
旋
I
的
look
频
like I saw.
率，挑战自我，坚持不懈的毅
It's the
力。
band.
不断说服爱自己，要做自己。只要有机会，就该学会珍惜现在。再人生一记，挥右手，挥左手向前，全力
So,
地在奔
people who don't understand Mandarin, he's just kind of describing boxing in general. Like right hook, right left hook type of thing.
挥右手，挥左手向前，热血的冒险，期待破茧成蝶。
Alright, that's not bad. I take back my 53 comments. You can make content.
I feel like this was like me listening to Bad Bunny yesterday, man. I don't know what the hell he's saying, but it's hot.
No, listen, you don't have to know what's being said. You just gotta bop along. You know what I mean? Did you feel it? Did you get up in the room and cha-cha or something? You know what I mean?
I didn't cha-cha.
Hit a little tango?
No, I was eating north of Brooklyn. Still got a lot of leftovers today. Aaron Rose come
Shit.
through. Yeah. All right, we are out.